And I know you also have a son who's
Yes,
biracial.
100%.
Did this storyline or these storylines help you, to think about your future and how you'll tell your son or talk to your son about situations?
Well, I learned the lesson very early. Like my son is, I'm letting that kind of play out on its own because this show is affecting him in a completely different way. You know, he's 9 years old, so he hasn't dealt with a lot of this stuff yet. Um, but I write children's books as well. And the first children's book I wrote is titled Chocolate Me. And it's about this time in my life. I was 5 years old, and my parents had moved to an all-white neighborhood. I was the only black kid, and I had like 3 or 4 white friends. And I remember one day they looked at me and they looked at the insides of my hands and the outsides, and they were completely, well-meaning. They were just curious because we were 5, and they said, "Why is the outside of your skin dirty when the inside seemed clean?" And I didn't know what to say. I knew it was off, so I went and had a whole big discussion with my mother, and she explained everything, and she compared being black to chocolate. So from that point on, chocolate meant something different, and I wrote the book about that. So when the book came out, my kid was born, and I felt so proud that I could like read this book to my child. Like it meant so much to me. I was just thinking about me. But I didn't realize that before I read this book to my kid, he wasn't seeing anybody like that. He saw everybody as the same. I introduced the difference to him, so then he started calling people chocolate and vanilla. And I was like, oh, I fucked that up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like instead of just letting life play out and let him come to me, like I went to my mother, um, I kind of put it upon him. He's fine, but that gave me a lesson in like, let me just chill out, wait, and see what life does, and then I can answer that instead of trying to get ahead of it. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna chill out. Like he doesn't know anything about that yet. So when he watches a show, he's just watching good TV. Do you know what I mean? Or he's watching what happens, to this make believe family. So I'm gonna wait on that stuff.